Here, you can ride a horse all day without meeting anyone, drink fermented milk instead of filtered water, and sleep on a steppe where it's minus 20 degrees, yet still feel warm by the fire. In that freezing cold that seems harsh and unforgiving, festivals still bloom in vivid colors. Eagles soar across icy blue skies, and entire villages still join hands to dance on crystal-clear, frozen lakes. A Mongolia full of paradoxes, wild yet gentle, distant yet so intimate. It makes you want to return, just one more time. This is a detailed travel guide video for anyone planning a trip to Mongolia. If you want to travel independently, on a budget, and explore like a local, then this is the complete travel documentary just for you. What will you get from visiting Mongolia? The modern world might carry you far away, but Mongolia will bring you back closer to yourself, closer to pristine nature, to a slower rhythm of life, and to the feeling of truly living. This is a place where you can start your morning on horseback across endless steppes, stop by a crystal-clear stream to drink like a nomad, and end your day with a traditional mutton dinner by a campfire, beneath the sound of the wind and a sky untouched by light pollution. Not only blessed with majestic nature, Mongolia is also the cradle of Eurasian-style festivals. The Nadam Festival, the Olympic Games of the Steppe, takes place in July with 3 traditional competitions: horse racing, wrestling, and archery. It's not just a sports event, but a time for Mongolians to honor their culture and national pride. Or the Eagle Hunting Festival, which takes you into the world of the Kazakh people, where golden eagles soar through icy skies, chasing prey across frozen steppes, a living ancient ritual where humans and nature together compose an epic. Stepping away from vibrant festivities, you can head to Lake Kufskol in the north, where in winter the lake freezes over and transforms into a playground for ice festivals. Beneath the snow-covered land, locals still joyfully flick ankle bones, race sled dogs, or simply stroll hand in hand across the crystal-clear surface of the frozen lake. And that's only the beginning. The real journey awaits in Part 6, where every experience will ignite your own Mongolian dream. The ideal time to go. Mongolia is a place where every season carries a unique charm. And whether you love blue skies, are enchanted by white snow, or crave rich cultural festivals, there's always something special here just for you. Summer, June, August. This is the best time to visit Mongolia. The skies are clear, the sunlight gentle, and the steppes are vast and lush, perfect for horse riding, camping, and staying in nomadic tents. Most especially, you'll get to immerse yourself in the energetic atmosphere of the Nadam Festival, where locals race horses, wrestle, and shoot arrows in a way only nomads can. Autumn, September, October. The weather turns crisp, the scenery is golden, and there are fewer tourists, ideal for enjoying a peaceful setting. This is also when the Eagle Hunting Festival takes place in the west, where you can witness majestic birds soaring over the steppes. Winter, February. Mongolia enters its freezing season, but that's when ice festivals, skating, dog sledding, and the Tsagan Sar New Year celebrations take place with the locals. If you love the cold and crave unique experiences, winter will leave a lasting mark. Hey you, where are you from? Which city are you watching this video in? Leave us a comment so we don't feel alone. A small action, but a huge motivation for us to create more interesting videos. Thank you so much, and we love you lots. To get to Mongolia, first you'll need a plane ticket. The next part will reveal secret tricks to help you hunt for flights up to 30% cheaper. So keep watching for the next section. Flights, visa, immigration. Traveling to Mongolia is getting easier, but without the right documents, you might face small issues at immigration. This detailed travel guide will help you prepare thoroughly and explore the vast steppe, nomadic culture, and wild adventures with confidence. How to fly to Mongolia from the US. There are currently no direct flights from the US to Ulaanbaatar, the capital, but you can transit through cities like Seoul, South Korea, Istanbul, Turkey, or Beijing, China. Trusted airlines with good fares include Korean Air, Emirat, Mongolian Airlines, Turkish Airlines, connecting from the US, Canada, and Europe. Tips for finding cheap tickets. Book 1 to 2 months early if traveling during summer, June to August, Nadam festival season. Midweek or late-night flights are usually cheaper than weekends. Watch for deals from Itinerary Mongolian Airlines. The national airline often runs promos at the start of summer or during Nadam, with discounts up to 30%. If traveling in a group, look for flight plus hotel packages or book a tour early for better prices. Useful tools for tracking tickets. Google Flights, Skyscanner, Momondo. Track prices from cities like New York, Los Angeles, London, Sydney. Traveloka, Hopper. Great if you're flying from Asia and want to add stops like South Korea or China. Visa and entry documents, 90-day visa-free entry for citizens of 30-plus countries, including the United States, Canada, the European Union, Australia, Japan, South Korea. No need for an e-visa or complicated paperwork. Still, prepare. Passport valid for at least 6 more months. Return or onward flight ticket from Mongolia hotel. Confirmation or invitation letter for long stays. Basic travel plan, especially for trips over 30 days. Mongolia immigration tips. Entry at Chinggis Khan International Airport, Ulaanbaatar, is usually smooth, but solo travelers may be asked about their visit. Print out documents, return ticket, hotel booking, and itinerary to show if needed. Financial proof isn't required, but having a credit card or USD cash helps keep you flexible. And after just a few simple steps, you'll officially step into the land of blue skies, soaring eagles, and wild experiences found nowhere else. Landing in Mongolia is just the beginning. If you don't want to waste money, get lost on the steppe, or freeze when you can't call a ride, don't miss the essential tips in the next section. After landing, getting around smoothly. After landing at Chinggis Khan International Airport, you'll head to Ulaanbaatar, 50 kilometers away. The airport isn't crowded, but being prepared helps make your trip smoother. Buy a 4G SIM or rent Wi-Fi. Right at the arrivals hall, you can buy SIM cards from providers like Unitel, Mobicom, or G-Mobile. A 7-day unlimited 4G plan usually costs $10 to $15, enough to use maps, call rides, and stay connected throughout your steppe journey. Exchange some cash. Though many hotels and restaurants in Ulaanbaatar take cards, you should exchange for Tugrik MNT for taxis, street food, or souvenirs. Airport exchange rates aren't great, so only convert enough for 1 to 2 days. Download ride-hailing apps. UB Cab or ABA taxi apps are smart options for booking private rides from the airport. Prices are clear, drivers professional, and especially helpful if you don't speak Mongolian. Getting from the airport to Ulaanbaatar. From Chinggis Khan International Airport, ULN, to the city center, UB Cab or ABA taxi is fast, convenient, and fairly priced. Typically $25 to $35, taking 40 to 60 minutes for the 50-kilometer journey. Book via app or airport counter to avoid being overcharged. If using an outside taxi, confirm the price before boarding or ensure the meter is used. Some drivers outside the gate may offer high prices. Politely decline. Groups of 3 to 4 people should book a private car via hotel or tour service. It's cost-effective, spacious, and door-to-door. A small warning for you at Chinggis Khan Airport, UBN. Some unofficial taxi drivers may approach you at the exit, offering cheap rides, but then overcharge or skip the meter. Best to politely decline and use registered services only. Avoid street-hailed taxis outside the airport, especially if you don't speak Mongolian. Miscommunication can cause pricing errors or confusion. Domestic connecting flights. What to know. If you land at Chinggis Khan and plan to fly to places like Kufsgo, Gobi, or Ulgi, take note. Book domestic flights early. Only 1 to 2 flights per day per destination. Easily sold out in summer or festival season, June to September. Allow at least 3 to 4 hours between flights if connecting on the same day, especially from international arrivals. Immigration, baggage claim, and rechecking for domestic flights take time. UBN Airport is not as complex as Manila, but domestic and international check-ins are in different zones. Ask staff clearly where to go. Double-check airport names and flight codes. Places like Dalanzadgad, Moron, or Kovd have similar names to other local areas. Easy to confuse if you're not used to Mongolia maps. Long-distance travel in Mongolia. Intercity buses. If you want a road adventure, major bus lines from Dragon Center connect Ulaanbaatar with provinces like Erdenet, Darkhan, or Tsetserleg. Cheap tickets but long travel times due to terrain. Rent a Jeep plus driver. The most popular way to explore Mongolia is renting a 4x4 Jeep with a driver guide. Around $100 to $120 per day, split among 3 to 4 people. Ideal for crossing steppes, deserts, and remote lakes. Domestic flights. If you want to save time, fly to Moron, Lake Kufsgo, Dalanzadgad, Gobi Desert, or Choibalsan with airlines like Aero Mongolia. But domestic flights are limited. Book early. Prefer to stay in a comfy hotel downtown or wake up on the vast steppe with only wind, grass, and distant hoofbeats. The next section will show you the best stays in Mongolia, from modern hotels in Ulaanbaatar to nomadic tents in the wild. Keep watching to choose the perfect stop for your adventure. Itinerary and accommodation. In Mongolia, accommodation isn't just a place to stay. It's part of your journey into nomadic culture and pristine nature. Whether you prefer comfort or the experience of sleeping in a yurt on the steppe, you'll find the right fit. Day 1 to Day 2, Ulaanbaatar, getting to know the capital's rhythm. This is the ideal starting point to rest after a long flight and prepare for further journeys into the steppe, desert, or highland lakes. Here you'll find many 3 to 5 star hotels priced at $40 to $100 per night. Mostly located in the central area, near Sukbatar Square, the National History Museum, and local restaurants. Many places offer breakfast buffets, currency exchange, and tour booking. Very convenient if you're on a combined itinerary. For a lower budget, you can choose hostels and mini apartments from just $15 to $30 per night. Ideal for backpackers or small groups. Highly rated options include Zaya Guest House and Town Yard Hostel. Clean, conveniently located, and with a friendly travel community. Tip: if you want to stay close to tour pickup points, the Central Market, or national museums, choose Chingalte or Sukbatar districts for easy access. Day 3 to Day 6. Kvsgöl Lake, the Switzerland of Mongolia. With its deep blue waters, pine forests, and cool air year-round, this is a stop in northern Mongolia that you may never want to leave. Gur camps by the lake for around $40 to $60 per night. You'll stay in traditional yurts with beds, warm blankets, and private toilets at some camps. Some even have small restaurants serving grilled Kvsgöl lake fish, a local delicacy not to be missed. Nomadic homestays. For a deeper experience, stay with a Mongolian family, learn how to make yogurt, bake bread, or ride horses across the fields. It's a way to truly feel the nomadic rhythm, simple but full of warmth. Tip: book in advance through a tour or hotel in Ulaanbaatar to arrange airport pickup from Muron. Day 7 to Day 9. Orkhon Valley, living with real Mongolian nomads. If you want to fully immerse in nomadic life, head to Orkhon, recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site. Family Gur. Homestay. Stay with local families, cook meals, ride horses, and learn how to set up traditional yurts. Price is around $30 to $40 per person per night, including meals and cultural experiences. Ursa Major Gur Camp, one of the most beautiful Gur camps in the area, offering private yurts, hot water, and clean restrooms. Prices range from $65 to $85 per night. Tip: visit in summer for the local Nadam festival, or in autumn to capture the golden forest in its full glory. Day 10. Day 12. Gobi. Lost in the legendary desert end. Your journey with 3 days immersed in Mongolia's most mysterious land, the Gobi Desert. It's not just sand and sun. The Gobi holds ice canyons, singing dunes, dinosaur fossils, and breathtaking starry skies. Gur camps in the desert from $40 or $70 a night. You'll stay in a traditional yurt right beside towering dunes like Kongoran Els. During the day, ride camels across the sands. At night, sip salty milk tea with locals and gaze at the Milky Way. Eco Lodge and Desert Boutique. If you'd like to wrap up your trip with some comfort and relaxation, opt for an Eco Lodge, complete with red sand views, solar power, and candlelit dinners under the desert sky. Prices range from $80 to $120 a night. Tip: don't miss a visit to the Flaming Cliffs, where the first dinosaur fossils in the Gobi were found. Or take a short trek through Yolian Am Gorge, where patches of ice still exist deep inside the desert. Booking apps and tips. Booking.com. Plenty of hotels and GR camps, many with free cancellation. Airbnb. Great if you want private space or to stay with locals. Local tours. often offer full packages, private car plus guide plus gear accommodation. Got a dream destination in mind but don't know where to start? Drop the name in the comments. We'll plan the route, estimate the costs, and maybe even dedicate a full travel vlog episode just for you. Who knows? Your dream journey might be the next video on this channel. Thanks, and much love. Some people come to Mongolia intending to stay just a few days, then quietly postpone their flight because they simply can't bear to leave. Why? The experiences in the next section hold the answer. Keep exploring to understand why Mongolia has such an irresistible charm. Unique experiences. If you're wondering where to begin your journey in Mongolia, this travel guide will suggest worth every moment experiences. From vast steppes to the majestic Gobi Desert, where every step holds an unforgettable story. We begin with the wild nature of Mongolia, endless grasslands, the singing sands of the Gobi, and the snow-covered Altai Mountains. Vast, untouched, and mesmerizing. Ride a two-humped Bactrian camel in the Gobi. Camel rides in deserts exist elsewhere, but riding a two-humped Bactrian camel on the dunes of Kungaren Els, that's only in Mongolia. On the back of this gentle, shaggy camel, you'll sway through golden sands, where the wind creates echoing sounds, known as singing sands. A raw, immense landscape where it feels like it's just you, the wind, and the endless blue sky. Camp and stargaze in the Gobi Desert. No luxury resort needed. Just a tent in the desert and a sky full of stars above make for a night to remember in the wildest corner of Asia. By day, ride a Bactrian camel across massive dunes, listening to the singing sands in the breeze. At night, lie outside your tent, gaze up at the radiant Milky Way, a feeling both strange and deeply peaceful. And if you're into discovery, search for fossilized dinosaur bones. The Gobi is where some of the world's most complete dinosaur skeletons have been unearthed. Every moment here is a true adventure. Trekking in the Altai Mountains and national parks. If you love untouched nature and enjoy challenging treks, hiking in the Altai Mountains is a must. You'll pass through taiga forests, cross Potanin Glacier, camp in stunning valleys, and if you're up for it, summit Khitan Ul, Mongolia's highest peak, snow-covered year-round. Leaving the windswept steppes, we enter a world of vibrant festivals where nomadic culture bursts to life through galloping hooves, soaring eagles, and proud ancestral rites. Join the Eagle Hunting Festival. If you visit Mongolia in October, don't miss the Eagle Hunting Festival in Bayan-Ulgi, the remote western mountains. There, you'll witness Kazakh horsemen riding across icy plains, leather gloves raised, releasing massive golden eagles into the sky to hunt prey across the vast steppe. It's not just a contest, but a living ceremony of deep friendship between man and raptor, passed down for generations. The festival buzzes with energy, colorful traditional garments, folk music echoing, and a pride shining in the locals' eyes. Experience the Ice Festival in winter. In February, when Lake Kufskoll freezes thick and the world turns white, this place becomes a stunning winter playground. Join locals and travelers at the Ice Festival, featuring traditional games like ankle bone shooting, sled dog races, ice fishing, and walking across a lake surface clear as crystal. The air is cold, but the atmosphere is joyful, peaceful, yet vibrant. An unforgettable winter experience for anyone seeking the extraordinary, the authentic, and the deeply local. Watch traditional sports at the Nadam Festival. Nadam is Mongolia's biggest annual festival, often dubbed the Olympics of the Steppe. It's a chance to witness horse racing, wrestling, and archery, three ancient sports rooted in nomadic life for centuries. The lively crowd, traditional outfits, and roaring cheers create a true celebration. At Nadam, you're not just a spectator. You feel the cultural pride and spirited energy of the Mongolian people, an unforgettable moment on the vast plains. And finally, nothing completes the journey like dinner by a campfire, where food carries the soul of the steppe and local stories echo under the open sky. Sleep in a nomadic gyr with locals. Try a night unlike any other. Sleep in a white tent on the open steppe with no phone signal, no noise, just the wind, the firelight, and the warmth of a nomadic family. Enjoy hearty lamb stew, drink fermented mare's milk, erag, and share stories beneath a starry sky. It feels both strange and familiar, as if you've paused the modern world to live slowly and more truly. We've talked about experiences, landscapes, and culture, but now it's time for what you're most curious about. How much does it cost to visit Mongolia? Up next is a short, clear cost breakdown, so your dream trip becomes a doable reality. Estimated costs. Traveling in Mongolia isn't too expensive if you know how to plan in a way that suits your own style. From budget adventures for explorers to luxury getaways in the wild, Mongolia always has something for you. Travel style daily cost recommended traveler type budget $30 to $45 US per day. Backpackers, solo travelers, mid-range $50 to $80 US per day. Couples, small groups, luxury $100 to $200 plus US per day. Resort stays, honeymoons. Mongolia isn't as expensive as you think. If you're traveling on a budget, $30 to $45 US per day is enough. Staying in a gyr with locals, eating simple traditional food, and joining shared horse riding or trekking tours. If you want more comfort, $60 to $80 US per day will get you a more private nomadic tent, personal transfers, and a dinner of grilled lamb or fermented mare's milk under a starry sky. For luxury adventure travel, $100 to $200 US per day lets you stay in a lodge on the steppe, take private tours to the Gobi Desert or Kuvsgöl Lake, and experience deep cultural moments like traditional wrestling or horse racing. In short, with a budget of $300 to $600 US, you can explore Mongolia for a full week. Immerse yourself in untouched nature, nomadic culture, and moments like nowhere else on Earth. Souvenir. If you've ever asked yourself, what should I bring back from Mongolia as a gift? Then this section is your guide to local taste and keepsakes. Thoughtful, handmade items from the faraway steppes. Gifts that carry the soul of the Mongolian steppe. Deal cloak, perfect for photo shoots in the grasslands, traditional and photogenic. Cashmere scarf. Mongolia is famous for the softest goat hair in the world. These scarves are both warm and luxurious, a must-have gift for loved ones. Small Buddha statues, hand-painted art, Buddhist decorations. Great for those who love Asian culture. Symbols of spirituality and good fortune. Yak wool products, from slippers and bags to knitted hats. Handcrafted, durable, beautiful, and full of steppe spirit. Culture and what to avoid. Mongolian people are hospitable, sincere, and live in harmony with nature. They'll gladly invite you into their yurt and share a meal, even if you're a complete stranger. But to be welcomed fully, you should know and respect a few etiquette rules unique to this nomadic land. What to do? Always receive items with both hands. Whether it's a cup of tea or a small gift, this gesture shows respect and gratitude. Slightly bow your head when greeting elders or entering a ger, yurt. This shows humility and politeness. Drink at least a sip when offered milk tea, erag. Refusing the offer is considered disrespectful. Just a small sip is enough to show goodwill. What to avoid? Don't step over fire or the stove in the center of the ger. In Mongolian culture, fire is sacred. Stepping over it is seen as offensive and brings bad luck. Don't point with your finger or foot. It's considered rude. If you want to indicate something, use your open hand or gesture with your chin. Don't touch people's heads, especially children's. The head is considered sacred. Avoid touching it at all costs. In Mongolia, the beauty of the culture lies in the simplicity and sincerity of its people. When you enter the nomadic world with respect, you won't just be treated as a guest, but as family. Language communication. One fun thing about traveling in Mongolia is that, while English isn't widely spoken, locals are always friendly and ready to help. Learning a few phrases from this Mongolian travel guide will help you connect with people, make communication easier, and make your trip more meaningful. Some phrases to remember. Sayin baina, u. Sayin baina, u. Hello, Bayarlala. Bayarlala. Thank you, Tan Talarhaj Baina. I'm grateful to you, Hayden Tugrugve. How much is it? Hana Bainave? Where is? Communication tips. Don't pat on the shoulder or put your arm around someone, especially strangers. Don't point directly. Use an open hand or nod instead. Always receive things with both hands and slightly bow when greeting elders. Useful apps to install. Google Translate, Basic Mongolian Translation, Mongolian Dictionary, Quick Lookup, works offline. What words? Find exact locations in the steppe. Just a few simple phrases and a respectful attitude can turn strangers into friends in no time. We've just explored this Mongolian travel documentary, not only through the majestic steppe landscapes, but also with detailed itineraries, clear cost breakdowns, and practical tips for independent travel. Mongolia is not flashy or noisy, but it's that raw, untouched beauty that strikes the deepest chords, the sound of hooves across endless grasslands, nights by a warm fire in a ger, and the kind eyes of nomads under vast open skies. This is a travel guide video for those who want to slow down, step outside their comfort zone, and truly connect with a living culture. If you're planning a trip to Mongolia that's full, authentic, and self-guided, then this travel documentary is the perfect start to your journey. If this video sparked your excitement, don't forget to like, share, and comment on the place or experience in Mongolia you most want to explore, so we can continue these journeys together.